Welcome to my first video on my proper video on my channel, Vasuki's Prehistoric Menagerie. My pet snake is Vasuki, and this is going to be part of a series called the Paleogallery, and we will be reviewing paleoart of Australopithecus and other Megaraptors. And if you're new to Megaraptors, so no one's quite sure where to put them, what their closest relatives are. No one really knows where to put them in the family tree, or phylogeny. Although they're really interesting because they were quite powerful, I guess you could say. They had a giant sickle claw in their hand that could easily slice open stuff, and unlike their name, they are not raptors. They had quite light hollow bones, so they could run super fast. Even the largest one, I think it was like 10 meters or something, called Maip, could run super fast. Now this will be our first picture. This one, it's a Megaraptor by Tnilab Ekneb 121. If you know it's not originally by this person, just tell me. That applies to all the slides. So it's a Megaraptor sitting in the river, feasting on some sort of, it's hard to tell, basal ankylosaurid or crocodilian. If any of you have any ideas, please put it down in the comments. But it's quite beautiful, but something about its proportions just doesn't feel right. Its arms are a bit too short. Their arms were quite long. Our next one is of Megaraptor by Branchian Armsaw on Blue Sky. This is probably my favorite one out of all the Megaraptors. The other species have quite nice paleoart also, but this is my favorite out of Megaraptor itself. It's scratching itself against the trees. The way it's drawn looks amazing. I saw the reference image for this on the post, and it was based off a monitor lizard scratching against the tree. It's just amazing. Our next one is this. It's Megaraptor on /by Max's Blogosaurus. Now I'm not sure about this because there was a website. It's probably just taking an image from someone else. If you know who this is originally from, please tell me. It's a Megaraptor leaning on a river, staring at the camera, I guess you would say. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing bad about this, but yeah, seems proportionate, accurate. Megaraptor had a quite long face. Most Megaraptors had elongated or slightly longer than average shaped heads, and they actually are quite odd because they have very different dental structures out of the species. Now, what's this next one? This one is Megaraptor by Monster Paints on Instagram. It's a Megaraptor that seems to have killed something recently. Its arms are all bloody and its mouth is bloody also. Scratches, it's bruised. Yeah, probably has been in a fight with probably similar species multiple times. This is one of my favorite ones of Megaraptor. Yeah. Now I think this next one is of Orcroraptor but it's quite scary looking so not scary, but it's quite gruesome. So if you're squeamish, skip ahead. Yep. So for the people who want to see this one, who have dared to see this one, I think this one may be my favorite. The last one is also quite nice, but it's an Megaraptor slicing open the belly of a sauropod and pulling out its intestines. It's why Joshua Knoop on 77 Paleo Nerds. I put I think here because he probably has it on a million other websites. He does amazing paleo art. Yeah, I mean, it's quite impressive that it ripped the belly open with the claws. Also, I am myself hoping in a few years' time to make a movie similar to Jurassic Park, and in one of the movies I'm planning to have an Australopithecus as the main villain, and at some point there's going to be a Argentinosaurus stampede. Argentinosaurus was the largest dinosaur ever to live. Yeah, and I'm planning to make the Australopithecus murder them like the Indominus Rex murdered Apatosauruses in Jurassic World. Now, squeamish people, you can look back now. Well, not yet. Close your eyes again. You can look back now. This is Megaraptor by Prof. Lambio VT on X. It's quite interesting. I guess the one with the blue throat is a male, as the males would be showing off to the females. It seems to also have more feathers. Yeah, this is actually my first time hearing about Megaraptor, making this video, but quite a nice introduction. And yeah. Okay, this one, Aerostion, is what, if you've ever watched Dinosaur Planet, not Planet Dinosaur, Dinosaur Planet, in, I forgot which video, I think it was Alpha's Egg, there are Carcharodontosaurus in it. Now, Carcharodontosaurus lived in Africa, not in where the episode is set, North America. They were basing it off Aerostion, and this picture is based off a scene in it. But honestly, this is probably my least favorite in this video, because the skull looks a bit off, and yeah, nothing much to say about it. Okay, this is another Aerostion, but also by Joshua Knoop on X. Also, I feel like I'm pronouncing his name wrong, so please do not spam that in the comments. Just politely spam it. Although this is amazing, it's hard to tell what it's eating, but it seems to be on the shore, well, now that I think of it, maybe a desert plateau, swallowing something that's captured. It kind of has a little mohawk, and the way the arms are positioned just looks so nice. And next one, this is Australopithecus by Mark Whitten, probably second best maker of paleo art behind Joshua Knoop. This is on X. It's an Australopithecus hunting down, I'm gonna guess, Diamatosaurus, which lived with Australopithecus in Australia. It seems to be that. I think there was another sauropod species, but Diamatosaurus likely had small osteoderms, and it seems this young dinosaur has. Also, the color pattern is really nice on this one. I mean, also the previous one of Erostion was also quite nice, but it's rusty or sunsetty. This one is Australopithecus by Keneen Taylor's Illustrated Menagerie. Now you can see this is not where I got my channel name. I was inspired by Extinct Zoo. It's not showing. That's quite irritating, but yeah. This one's quite nice. This is definitely a Diamatosaurus. Because of the osteoderms and stuff. And honestly, it's quite nice. It's almost hugging it. On the post, it literally said Australopithecus hugging Diamatosaurus. And it seems to have a nice little fluffy tail. And the Diamatosaurus is screaming, I guess. This one is Australopithecus on Nick's illustrations. I highly doubt that's the original source, but this one it's quite interesting because they make it look almost as if it's a duck. I don't know if anyone thinks the same as me, but I just feel like that. Also, I feel like this should have some background. It's kind of a shame it doesn't, because it would work really well in some sort of background. Yeah. Next one. This is Australopithecus by Cnaptalism with Ubi on Dinosaur Day. It's eating a feral Draco that it caught. It's in the bottom right corner if you haven't spotted it yet, but I guess it's kind of the way I put it, the main focus. I quite like the color pattern. The next one, which will be the last one of the video, is also by the same person, but it has a different color pattern, and it's just bland, but this color pattern is nice with also the fluff. And yeah, also the river, the sauropods gazing down at it. Yeah. Now, the last one, also squeamish people, look away. You're less likely to explode if you see this one, but if you're squeamish, log out of this video now, because that is the last one. This is Australopithecus by, yet again, Cnaptalism with Ubi on Tumblr. It is, yeah, I told you the color pattern wasn't amazing, but the scene is amazing. It's not sleeping, but resting in a sauropod corpse that it's killed, and just the flesh dripping. And yeah, thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe. As the typical YouTuber would say, this is my first proper video. My first one was kind of a meme, but thank you. Bye.